Hi everyone, it's Filliponi from BoxBrownie.com. Today we're going to analyse a property from Dallas on the website Zillow and give you a few photo tips on how you can make your images or your property stand out from the rest. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have a beautiful shot of the front exterior of the house. A few things I can see here which I'll draw on the screen. Very, very overcast sky. Obviously this could have been taken by either an agent or a photographer. Very overcast day. The appeal just isn't there. It's doomy, it's gloomy, it's just not where it needs to be. Through our image enhancement service, our basic edit, we can really do over 16 Photoshop tasks to every image we show you. So this would look absolutely lovely with a bit of blue sky replacement, or even a day to dusk edit like you can see here. Very mildly we'll turn the lights on and just make it look really from drab to fab. This grass looks really great, so there's no need to do anything here. Apart from that, I think this would be a really great image cleaned up, and as you can see from our before and afters, really speaks for itself. And with those day to dusk edits, these are actually proven to get 4 times the amount of click-through rate. So at a minimum, you should be day to dusking every hero shot on either Zillow or Realtor.com or any aggregator you use to sell property. But look, that's enough from me on this image. Let's move on. Once again, another angle of the front. Yes, we have this overcast sky here once again. Never a nice look in photos. It just looks washed out and very plain looking. Add a bit of blue sky, a bit of punch, and it's really going to make that image pop so much more. Look, we have an image here of a living area. And I must point out that all these images are lower resolution. So in our before and afters, you will see sometimes there's a lot of information that can't be brought back from an image that hasn't been shot correctly. If you have a look here, the roof lining is very, very blown out. So depending on how it's shot, if you had a high-res image, it's actually easier to draw that information back. But being low res, it's a little bit hard, but we can still give this an overall polish. So we can add a bit of beautiful fire here into the fireplace to add life to the shot, and we can really make the whole page look generic. What you want to do is make every shot you take look consistent. You don't want light highlights, you don't want dark shadowing, you want every shot to look formalized and edited. That way everything looks very streamlined to the eye and your marketing is going to look a lot better. Here we have, once again, see this is very, very blown out up here on the roof. And unfortunately, we can't bring photos back from the dead. So in this circumstance, a lot of real estate photographers would actually use HDR photography. If you're not sure about that, check out our blog section. There's plenty of information there to be told. But we will move on to the next shots. But as I said, not a bad exposed shot. It's shot really well. We can bring it back so far, but there's only so far we can do, or only so much we can do in the editing process. Just bear with me, gang. I've just lost my cursor. Here we go. We've found it again. So kitchen shot, lovely straight up the line, really exposed, really great shot. But once again, this roof lining very, very blown out. So we've spoken about that before. So I will move on. We'll flick through a few of these images because they're very similar. So we're not going to edit every shot here today, but this works the same here. Very, very bright. We can polish this so every image just looks very generic. We'll flick through these. Once again, not too bad. Obviously with a vacant home, virtual staging is a great option. It's our #1 seller all around the world, and I know you can see why. CGI technology, photorealistic furniture that you're going to have no idea if it's real or fake, and that's the look you need to go for. And look, lucky last, we had this rear exterior shot. You can see here that there is power lines, which is no problems, but see how the power lines are lost because of the blown out skies. That's something we cannot bring back, but our editors will do their best not to remove anything else, but still show that the power lines are there. Look, there you have it, guys. We'll leave it at that. Let's get back in the studio and look at these edited before and after images and see what difference we can actually make. Okay everyone, we're in the studio now. Let's go over these before and afters from Dallas that we just spoke about from the aggregator Zillow. So these were taken off the internet, so they are low res, just to show you the power of what we can do, worst case to low res images. So here's the image we spoke about that's taken on an overcast day, very blown out. As you can see, with a mild day to dusk edit, we can really turn this from drab to fab. Put in a beautiful dusk sunset, activate the lights a little bit. It's really chalk and cheese. What's your thoughts? Proven to get 4 times the amount of clicks on this sort of image. So at a minimum, these should be your hero shot. Here's the shot again at the front. Once again, that beautiful, mild day to dusk edit really makes that image pop. Here's that living area with that blown out, I was going to call it a sky, but it's actually a ceiling, isn't it? So very blown out, very washed out, very bright, very light. There's only so much we can do. So this image here, we've added a bit of fire to, give it a bit of character. Now, all your walls are straightened. It's better. It's not where it needs to be, but it's better than what it was. And that's the main thing. You really got to show your property or your space in its best light, and that's what we do. If we flick between these 2 images, you'll see that every image is contrasted in the same light. That way, everything will look nice and even, and that's what you want in your marketing. You don't want dark, you don't want light photos. You want them all looking even and easy on the eye. Bathroom shots. As you can see, we've color graded that. We've brought the whites back. The colors are looking where they need to be. Nothing looks yellow. Nothing looks foreign. It all looks right. And lastly, we've got that exterior rear shot we spoke about. As you can see, the power lines are still visible. We do have some that have been lost, in that sky being overexposed, but you can still make out what's there. The blue really just takes that image to another level. And there you have it, gang. For more information and tips like this, please visit BoxBrownie.com.